Team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information hub. Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more. So stay tuned, stay connected to Magic Morning Tea on Magic Television, Channel 38, Facebook, YouTube, and other social media handles. Magic Television, your trusted information hub.
Indeed, Famula, so I want to say good morning and welcome to July 27, 2026. Good morning, Magic Morning Tea, where they come to you live on Magic Television, on Channel 38 on Facebook, and all other social media handles them where they get you from right across the country. Don't forget to say this night program where they brighten up your day, where they give you daily information about happenings, development, social, economic development, youthful development, human capacity development, food security, and safe how the political terrain of Sierra Leone they go. Don't forget to say yourself can get the opportunity for sending comments or questions to the Facebook page, YouTube channel, and send if you do it on the WhatsApp line on the number 090 10 38 38 090 10 38 38. Me na one pipe presenter them for today's edition of this Magic Morning Tea. My name na Edward Nyake Toure.
And Mina Fatima Sisea, they say good morning to you where they watch me this morning as we bring you the first edition of Magic Morning Tea. Well, now the program today, we want to start to congratulate the All People's Congress APC party for where they don't hold the constituency election them this past weekend. You will get updates as we go inside the week with regards to that particular election day. Now the program this morning, they can talk to one from the All People's Congress flag bearer aspirant we want for the president in a salon. You go can know why, and now somebody way optimistic say it will be the flag bearer for the All People's Congress. You go can know why it's so optimistic and why the party for chooser. Also, we expect QCell Sierra Leone for can give an update about the communications activity, how the utility get in terms of products and services. This plus other plenty interesting story them day inside the program this morning. No way. Continue to be with me for the next 1 hour 30 minutes. And don't forget to drop your comment, question to the number 090 10 38 38. The number again is 090 10 38 38. And then a WhatsApp and text line as well. Or you can go now with Facebook page or YouTube channel and drop with comment question day. Don't forget we did channel 38. We will continue the program and as usual we will start with the recap of last week. What we do. Everyone can set for bringing you the update.
Indeed, as Fatima Sisi don't say, inside last week recap stories. We'll start earlier inside last week to say the cabinet ministers and the Republic of Sierra Leone will conclude one congratulatory surprise for His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio for the just concluded tenure the ECOWAS heads of state and government. And safe, we see the Salon Chamber of Commerce don't pay one courtesy call to His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. Now State House hosted the 23rd of July, 2023 this year. The Parliament now Salon rectify 7 international agreements and treaty we aim for give strength to the bilateral relationship and improve the country in legal framework on intellectual property, culture and accountability. And save this plus many interesting story day inside the recap of this particular good morning show. We're at the Monday edition of this particular wonderful week. We don't start inside the program. As I said earlier, I want to get the opportunity to send any comments, question, or contribution to the number 090 10 38 38 090 10 38 or with Facebook or all other social media handle them where we get inside the program. Over to you, Fatih.
Well, as we dey wait for we material for ready for bring you this morning, we dey usher in now the first guest as we dey expect Edward Nexi. That's when at the head of marketing na Sierra Leone. We dey usher in Suri Suleiman Sise, we na the one of the flag bearer aspirants for the All People's Congress APC party. Good morning, Mr. Sise, and welcome to my morning.
Yes, good morning, Madam Sise. Good morning to the Magic TV crew. And my people in Sierra Leone, the one that we base here, the one that we there around the world, where they also watch we and listen to we.
All right. Like I said earlier on, Mr. Sise number one for the All People's Congress flag bearer aspirants, and if you not possible way to follow on social media, you go see say most of the posts there don't they show clearly say it very much optimistic of being the next flag bearer for the All People's Congress party. Let me know why, but first, let me begin for you a background put that in before we come to why people for choose. Mr. Sise.
Okay, thank you very much. Suri Suleiman Sise, we plenty people and they call Triple S. Some people and they call me SS. Me na a son of Sierra Leone. Me na person we are born here na Sierra Leone, specifically na Port Loko. But I don't get cause for be somebody we don't move around this country, build relationships across Sierra Leone, don't do work across every district in Sierra Leone. So I can like for describe myself, say, yes, indeed, me na a son of Sierra Leone, we understand the challenges and the aspirations of we people them across this country. And so as I step in now to the position of flag bearer where they aspire to, with an intention for run for the presidency, I come there with that kind experience for able to know me people them across the country. Because I think it's very, very important. Because indeed, the leadership where they fight for, na leadership for can provide service for we people in Sierra Leone. And if you want for serve people them, the first thing way for happen now for actually know the people them and know the issues that they face. And you get experience how to address their issues then they go help you for able to do better in that job there. So for me now that's why the approach what I aspire for so. Cause I really very determined for continue for serve me people them na Sierra Leone. And Namidis, Minamina this Suri Suleiman Sise.
Okay.
And this is where Nadanda you know about me.
Okay, so now that you want to tell me about you, but me do further research about you because I want to know more about you. You are a developmental professional and you study in the University of Toledo inside the United States of America. And one time you don't become a small role like commercialization and a grow business project with a multi-million-dollar. So quick one, I want to make a reverse you back small a little bit. You coming into a developmental aspect, a developmental economist and a professional. Tell me small about your upbringing and what lead you into Toledo, United States.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Toure. Well, like I say, I born at Port Loko, and I day I go school. there are men go first start practicing preschool, and then the Sierra Leone Muslim Brotherhood Primary School, Naput Loko, in SLMB School, and then proceed to Sri Lanka Secondary School, Nadia Dume Secondary, up to Form 5, and then do 6th form Nadia Madea Muslim Secondary School, na Freetown. This is up. Now from there now, I proceed to Foabe College. So we mentioned Toledo. First of all, very proud about me Foabe College, where I go. When I there, I get my first degree, the bachelor's in economics. And before I actually go do a master's degree in the United States, at the University of Toledo, also in economics. But I also get an MBA in international business and finance, way done in the book part of it. And beyond that, I don't do several professional courses, several trainings, way for help improve on the capacity. Because me now one person way I like education that. I like learning too much. So even as I speak, I continue building myself in my career for liable, get myself attuned with every learning opportunity with it. But whilst I did do that, I not just learn, I also don't impact knowledge. At some point in my life, I teach na my school, Naput Loko, Sri Lanka Secondary School, before I actually go for Abbey College. And then when I come out for Abbey College, lecture na Milty Magai College of Education and Technology, and that's what they call at that time. Now it's Milty Magai College of Technical University. So I be the teach there. Before I go to the United States for go do my masters. And when I come back, I also don't teach na IPAM. And so all of those ones na parts of me professional life were really proud of, because it gives me an opportunity for contribute to building the human capacity in Sierra Leone. For me, that is very important, because some of those people where I get calls for train at that time, these are people who are already serving this country in various capacities, you know, because this is a long time ago. Some of them 20 years or more, some of them 15 years or more. So these are very senior people within different private sector and government. But beyond that, you also mentioned me record with development. And I would say, first off, I begin work within the public sector, na Sierra Leone, na the Ministry of Finance. At the time, from 2004, now we government been given the responsibility for establish the local councils them across Sierra Leone. And particularly, maybe they na the local government finance department. Now we set that department there up. It was not in existence at the time. And we go across Sierra Leone for ensure say now each of the district councils we put systems then there for let we people them able plan for their own development. Let them self take charge of the development within their communities them. Train them how for implement the functions the way government we don't give them at the time, we will call devolved functions. So health, education, agriculture, every single responsibility we government we don't give them for help those communities how for discharge their responsibilities then they. But we also been allocate national resources at the time. So for Ministry of Finance, now we will determine how much they go to councils them for education, for agriculture, for all other functions, including development projects. And I'm happy for be the first person we've been develop the systems for make sure say we send development funding to local councils across Sierra Leone. We plenty of them use their one and day for build schools, for build health facilities, for even then see what they call so teaching and learning materials these days. From then and they would don't start for DUAM, and also support them for raise revenues, we will call own source revenue, and how for utilize them one and they and account for them. But beyond that, I don't go further for manage major development programs them where we implement across the country.
Yeah, you want to be specific.
Yes.
I think if we make a huge development in the country during the intern and the way we be implement them. Maybe the smallholder commercialization and agro-business development project.
So I come to SCADEP, but then in the much later one.
And much, I think, make more mark because
So-
it benefits
so-
the
so-
life of so many Sierra Leoneans and thousands, if not a million.
Yeah, so because you want to talk about SCADEP, I'll talk about SCADEP,
Indeed.
but I will tell you, I even get other program they were don't lead and manage in this country and in the region. We also very impactful. But for SCADEP, this is now a project we implement with World Bank funding and government of Sierra Leone. And this now be a $71.8 million project. And we do a lot of things with them. Like how you say, this at the time we would implement SCADEP, we get key challenges that we've been getting at the agricultural sector and infrastructure where we need for address. And we notice the productivity we will get, what you mean, we farmer them plants, which then they produce is very low. And so we supposed to able now build that system there, make sure they get access to improve inputs, connect them with markets facilities, connect them with people who they buy what they produce. Because again, in agriculture, if you produce, you don't get possibility to buy, you don't waste your time.
Yeah.
And next year, you know, go produce more. So we want for ensure say then we commercialize. I mean, help them for sell what they produce. And so we do that quite a lot. In that, we're able support about 17 major agribusiness companies in Sierra Leone. We not only work with farmers, but they increase productivity. They also begin add value to agricultural produce in Sierra Leone. So in that project, we support the first company we begin process cocoa in Sierra Leone. From the time we will get Sierra Leone, with the export raw cocoa beans. But with that project, we begin process cocoa right here. We also the process palm oil in a way where much of the oil, vegetable oil we with the Eastern Sierra Leone in the past couple of years, now they will farmers they work with. And key processing facilities in Kailao, now them they turn down now to vegetable oil. And we work with businesses, small and medium scale enterprises, over 100 of them, for help transform them from loss-making businesses to profit-making ventures. But in addition to that, we also do over 300 kilometers of feeder roads across the country for make sure say we connect communities them, the productive areas them to market centers. And we also do major infrastructure we now for do bridges them. These are big bridges. The least one have been 121 meters long, and this is now double lane, so these are not small bridges at all.
Yeah.
The average cost for one about $7.5 million for one of the bridges. And we'll notice the President Bio, we don't launch the one Matru. So that Matru Seneum Bridge was part of my portfolio. The Manoa Bridge we launched recently in Kailao. It's also part of that portfolio. We also don't launch the Gendema Bridge na Gendema in Kenema district. That was also part of it. Currently, the one at Tompari, na Karine district, they are in completion now. These are all major infrastructure where they connect districts and also they link we up to the other countries, them like Guinea and Liberia, where for make trade easy for we. These are big. I mean, and in addition to that, we also go further for now design other one them where governments now don't also able to get funding, where then we also implement in other parts of the country. So that is all part of what we do. But we do much more under SCADEP. But like I tell you just now, beyond SCADEP, I also don't manage a regional program what we call the West Africa Agricultural Productivity Program. That day back will be a very impactful one because we not only implement them in Sierra Leone, we work with all the West African countries them. We will all implement that program there. It's also World Bank funded and also funded by the Japanese government for make sure say we pool we resources together in the sub-region, such that we strengthen our agricultural research capacity, na Sierra Leone, na Ghana, na Nigeria, na Guinea, I mean across West Africa, and produce technologies. We're going to include seed, we're going to include equipment for add value to produce, and even for help make it easy for conduct farming across West Africa. And then now how for exchange both then technology then they and outputs, agricultural produce across West Africa. So the laws them, the policies that we will need for harmonize across the region, the exchanges we need for happen across scientists and across trader them, we for happen across this West Africa sub-region. So those are very impactful. And we also train the cadre of research people that will get to now in the country. And the reason why I'm proud of that one, currently, the one that will lead all the research systems in Sierra Leone, these are people who were trained under that program they were managed. And these are people who all on hold for make them the kind of people they are now when they serve this country. And some of them are even serving the country at ministerial levels now. So that was a very impactful program. And he also positioned Sierra Leone for be the center of specialization for mangrove rice research in the sub-region. And we do that one day, pick up Wokupu Agricultural Research Center from the ashes of war. Anybody who be know Wokupu, you know, say that be a very thriving research center for the region. Yeah. But during the war, they burned most of those facilities that we did. Under that program, we were able to rehabilitate the place from residential houses to laboratories, stock them one and day, train the research scientists them, and support the research for bringing them back to speed to what we have now as the Sierra Leone Agricultural Research Institute, WINASLARI. And now ensure that those technologies are spread across level farmer, they use them and increase productivity. And before that, Andy, there was also the Rural and Private Sector Development Project, where there be also another $50 million project from the World Bank. We would do about 971 kilometers of feeder roads across Sierra Leone and do market centers across the country, train a lot of people as well, farmers, and help for increased productivity. And I will tell you, as part of what I have done, even during the crisis period, where we get Ebola, government give you the responsibility and I maybe take leadership in that one day for ensure that we stave off, as we get the Ebola, if they kill people them when a health crisis, we know so we'll not be able to touch ourselves, in fact. If we continue like that and we not pre-position ourselves, we could have had food insecurity as well. But I've been getting charged for work with different partners, including ECOWAS, for make sure say we produce in Sierra Leone and stave off food insecurity will come. So I don't do this for the past 22 years of my life, working in the public sector in Sierra Leone, delivering programs where actually don't produce tangible results, like the thing they call you for sure. Yeah. The bridges are there, yeah. The roads are there, the people that we don't work with as businesses, they are available. Anybody can trace them, anybody can go find them out and be sure that they're actually there and they can attest to what you will do with them. I've had extensive knowledge working with different sectors of government, from infrastructure to local government to trade. I mean, all for work with parliament. I don't work with accountability institutions. So when it comes to public financial management, when it comes to managing the economy, when it comes to pushing efforts the way they provide jobs for we people them, when it comes to how government for actually function, for able to deliver for we, those are things I have extensive experience in, practically, and I've delivered results in. So when I aspire to the presidency, I'm not coming there just with an aspiration. I'm not a candidate with just an ambition, say I want to be president. I'm coming there because I don't walk across this country. I have seen the challenges where Salone get. I don't contribute to solving some of those challenges. But of course, I realize that when you are at that top level of governance, you able to make sure say then thing the way you don't do we work. Like I did tell you about ensuring that we stop people them from use cable ferry na manoa. We don't do from the 50s. I knew the challenges that were there for converse down there from just thinking, say government want for do a bridge now, yeah? How for able to attract that funding they for come in the first place, how for help for get expertise for design those bridges and make sure say we get them constructed by the private sector. When you sit at that level of presidency, you know what to do for able to attract a bit more funding, for able to do them across the country, many more. So the development challenges that will get them huge. But I know based on my personal experience that the work we will need for do, for transform our lives them, for make Sierra Leone different from what we sabi and so today, not to something we not possible. It only means say you have to have people there we know what thing for do. We know they can do trial and error. I think at the stage that we are as a country, we cannot afford for experimental leadership. We have to have leadership that can produce the results starting from day one. That is when we can have a difference.
Okay, you don't make mention of laudable of the things them way you don't do as I'll refer to you quote unquote as a statesman. What really trigger the political aspiration and the presidency?
Yes, I think this is a very important question, Pature. You know, in Sierra Leone, when we talk about leadership, the conversation has been more about politics. But everybody realizes politics, not only they put food on your table. You can talk politics any day. The politicians can talk politics anytime. If that did not translate to solving the actual problems the way the people get, then for nothing. We'll go every 5 years, we would vote. We actually get people occupying those places of leadership, but if they continue to talk politics and not talk development and how to solve the problem they will get, we, the people, go day unsatisfied with problems, then go continue. So when I day and I don't see how down they go, and I walk, and they sit on a table, all of the work I've told you about, now one way I don't walk right in the field. So from policy, take and go down to implementation, I have seen it. And don't work with people at the ground there. I know that the stage where we day, we cannot continue to politic all the time. We need for move forward and focus on how for make life better for we people them. How for make Sierra Leone a livable country where people are able to live with dignity. You dey wake in the morning, you able to turn your tap and water run there. With a portable drinking water, we able to drink and not get problem with the waterborne disease that we will get. You don't do them for layer. You want energy, you want for put your light bulb on, you able to get them on every time. It's possible. And if we're not able to get a country where people then will feel safe for living, you able to get access to your services, then we have a problem. We have a problem. It's not politics alone that will solve that. It's leadership that will solve it. And at that kind of leadership, the name pushed me, realizing that God don't help me with the favor where I don't get over the years for get this capacity where I don't get. I cannot let it lie. I think say I need for step forward, not for can do the work alone. Just like I don't do the work I don't mention, so all this while alone, I've worked with people across sectors. I don't work with development partners. I don't work with the communities then for able to achieve that. Now I want for step up that one day and work with those same institutions, those same people across the country for make sure say we all work and solve them problem there together. Because what we need now, more than ever before, are solutions to the challenges. And leaders them we ready for do the hard work. Leaders they will know they come, sit down at State House and think like say then they as the big one them. What we need is leadership that is prepared to serve. And that kind of thing, there's some of we don't believe in all we life, and that service they don't provide to this country, and that is what I want to bring to the presidency.
All right. In your introduction, you say you dey calm, you want the flag bearer because you know the people and way you want to serve, and also you're able to identify some of the issues. So, what are some of the issues and how you intend to take them through?
So we problem them plenty in Sierra Leone. I think anybody will ask, he go tell you say, for each self no problem. Not all man they eat 3 times a day, and we even all long go through that. I mean, I come off from. I'm not born with silver spoon like they call it. I come off from the grassroots, so I understand how life is. Sometimes people not they get breakfast, now lunch time, then they eat. That's a problem that has been with us for a long time. But there are countries where if you not get nothing safe, but the food, then they make sure say people don't get them. But in Sierra Leone, when you look at the country there, over 75% to 80% of we people are classified as food insecure. That's a big challenge. For me, usually I call it an emergency. But we know the other problems that we'll get. We don't have access to energy. We all know, so even in Freetown here, we're at the capital, we know they get light every day. Even for light, we homes them. But meanwhile, we need energy for power the transformation we want. Now, energy you go get, for able to get factories, they able to get industries, for able to power those ones. We don't have it. Simple thing like water, all around this country where you turn, you they see water just all around we. But we're not able to get them running into our houses. Even Wusai connected to Guma or water facilities, not to everyday water they run. We don't continue like that for many years. So it tells you one big issue where we get now that government's not they function the way it's supposed to function. So I can look at all of them things they were mentioned just now plus more where we get. It come up from something. So until you're able to identify what the problem is, it becomes a problem. So those are manifestations of the problem where we get.
Yeah.
And the big problem is that government not they function the way it's supposed to function.
How?
Government is there to manage all of the resources where we get. With diamond, with bauxite, with iron ore, with human resources, the water we God give in here, the land we God give it, all of those resources. Government supposed to be able to pull them one and they together and allocate them appropriately and lead the process for able to resolve the problems them where we get. But if we get all of the things that I mentioned, so, but we still do with it, we're not able to utilize them properly, that's where the issues are.
So
And governments allocate resources. Every year they read and they get budget, no so?
Yeah.
Those monies go, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, because we don't see, say, not to all the budgets, government budgets, but money not they go. I mean, for instance, the local council, you talk to them, they will tell you throughout 2025, government budgeted, but money not go to them for implement what they're supposed to implement. So those are the areas that we problem then they. So when you do forecast of what you expect for raise as revenue for government, you for be equally serious for make sure say you raise that revenue there and plug out the side the way leakages them plenty. Because not to say people don't know they pay. People pay taxes every time. But if what in they pay not they reflect in government coffers, government will now struggle for get the money for able to finance those services.
all right.
We all know about school.
Let me just take this short break. We'll
Yeah.
come back to you, Chislo. While we take this short break and we will come back and continue with the discussion. to continue with the guest and from we come
Yes.
with another issue. Statistics we dey talk about government and waiting don be the challenges and become waiting do. So now government no dey function the way how it's supposed to function. So if it happen for the next last year from all people's congress and people vote you in, waiting will change. How you intend to go about it?
You know, I think perhaps that's the most important question, because when people vote a government in, the first big responsibility now for put that government together and now help them for deliver for the people. And so it starts with who do you appoint to positions? What are the clarity of the vision where you, the leader, gets for the country, and how you be able to build everybody around that common vision there. Let we all know, say, when I come to the presidency and I say I want to make Sierra Leone livable, I want to make them workable, I want to make them affordable, meaning I want to bring a country where we all able to live there, we feel safe for live there, we get access to basic services, and we all go believe, say, the opportunities within the country, then therefore we all, irrespective of your tribe or your region or your religion, then the country we will call livable. So the responsibility of government will be how to galvanize everybody in our society around that common vision of making the country livable, and then empowering them for able do their own part for make sure that they happen. If I say I want to make the country workable, for make sure we put resources together and increase productivity across agriculture, across mining, across tourism, across different sectors, how for able now pull those resources together and make them work. That is where the problem is, because like I always say, I've worked with civil servants, but could people in the grumble about civil service? Oh, the civil servants know they work, but all of the programs that were mentioned just now and all the results where I don't talk about, I worked with civil servants in those ones and the private sector too. It's how you approach them, the kind of standard where you set as a leader, and how you work with them for deliver that common objective. That is where the thing is. So it comes to when I want for identify contractors in the private sector for implement a project, what processes do I undertake for make sure say I get the best contractor will be able to deliver a particular project within a particular time and a budget. That is the key. It's not simple. People look at it as very easy, but would they see how Bakupo in the stall? Because it's not a simple matter of just picking who that you want for put day and then you give them a contract, and it does not work like that. So until we increase on the efficiency of government, it becomes a problem.
Okay, so quick one. You've highlighted most, let me not say most, Boku Palitin we don't involve directly and indirectly when it comes to development. And you don't announce your presidency, say you aspire to become president for the Republic of Sierra Leone under the flagship of the All People's Congress Party. So now let's go straight into more of your aspirations. And I know, involving in all of what you've highlighted earlier on, as you say earlier, you not do one you want green, you do one with a team. Into your political landscape so far, you say you come up Port Local. What are some of the familiarization and good relationship we get with the All People's Congress Party, or force with the people of Poloko district? Also, you feel like you get the best support.
Okay, thank you very much. Me and Apostle were born in an APC home. We people them that they've been there before for work with the late SI Kuroma, na Potloko, for deepen and extend the APC inside Potloko. And we grow in the ideals of the APC, then teach we in the APC mantra. And that's what some of we don't believe in, for provide service to we people them. And I've also contributed my own bits from university to even when I did in my public life. I also they support my party for make sure say I meet what me consider as my obligations too to the party. But to your question, yes, I come up with local, but when I make up my mind for aspire to this presidency and for the flagship of the APC, I know say the people that were I get for serve, like I say when I start, that is how I approach this from the beginning. That I know they come into this for just the leadership title, and they come into one for serve. And so the first way I do, now for go around the country, and not limit to Potloko. I go around the country consulting with APC people and with they all over the country. For Lewit and know first of all, what are the key issues them, key challenges them we do within we own party across the districts them and across the country, and what they look forward to in the next flag bearer of the party. And also talk to people that we not to APC people them, because eventually, when you become an APC flag bearer, if you run for the presidency, that the people of Sierra Leone that you need for let them vote for you, and that you get for can serve. I was also interested in knowing what in the people of Sierra Leone they also look out for in the next leader we go come na this country after 2028. And so I do that day across the country. So in fact, it helped me now in moving forward with my campaigns. So I know exactly what in for focus pa. I know exactly what in for do. That's why if you look at my campaign, I'm not they do just any kind of thing. It's very focused, because for me it's about responding to specific issues, and that way I don't work. That's the experience we come with the professional life, understanding your landscape and design your strategy for address the realities where you see in that landscape. And that is how I'm also approaching this campaign. And so it's very structured, and we make sure say we target the exact areas that we for target for be successful in the process. But not just success in terms of being the flag bearer, in terms of being the president, but by the time we go through this process, when I'm sworn in as president, I want to be very ready. Because at that time, I would have known these main problems that when people don't want to solve. I would have known the people that women then will begin work together for solve those problems in that process. And that is what's in me involved in right now. And at that day, I don't do all of this time. And I will tell you, my base is not just in Potloko. I have strong bases across the country, because I am not a stranger across the country. I don't get people that I don't work with now every single district. People that will able to attest to who that me be as a person. People that will able to say, no, we sabi am. This is somebody where government don't entrust resources to. This is somebody where development partners, they don't put huge millions of dollars in hand for manage. And will not get any issues with them. They're able to manage and they discharge those responsibilities without embezzle them and they able to do them and make sure people then see the result. So people are rallying around this call because they know say every opportunity where I don't get for serve my country, I deliver in them. So there are people across this Sierra Leone who believe say if the people of Sierra Leone also entrust this responsibility to me for being the president of the country, I would also deliver based on the evidence where I don't show for over 20 years. And that my own base day extend to the people under the grassroots, where I understand the challenges. Like I said, I be one of them. I goes from there, and God bring in favor for let me rise above those challenges will be they face those days. So when I go to solving those problems, I know what to do, because I know that pain day, it's a pain I have felt myself.
So with all this contribution to development, somebody will want that say, now with the involvement into politics, you know, we're able to give that much. Politics will limit.
No, in fact, I think say that politics there at the level of presidency, now I'm going to make I do more. Because, like I tell you, when you manage resources within a couple of sectors, that's a lot. But with the presidency, it gives you an opportunity to do it across the entire country. It's elevating the game. It's actually elevating what I don't do so far at the level I don't do them for make sure we extend them across. Because again, what we need now the leadership will be able to inspire people them like me. We've been there in the life where I've been there in the development field, able to inspire the other people there. Because it was not just me. There are other people them we also they able deliver results in different areas than they. Some people are in the private sector. Some people are in civil society. They do work for Sierra Leone over the years. They need that leader who will able to inspire them for do much more than they don't do before. And that is one of the things I really want to do for Sierra Leone. For come na that sit there, for assure the people them who are ready for work for Sierra Leone in development, let them know say they have a president who will not hold them back. Then get a president who will enable them, give them the confidence that if we are not the media, we are ready for take up that responsibility for change the mindset in Sierra Leone. Let we all focus on the development of the country. You have a president who can work with you in the media for make sure say we do them. Not just by let's say newspaper, then you na adverts, a few thousand leones. No, it's actually to bring you in the transformation, what you call development communication, for make sure say UNICEF take a central role in helping change the mindset of the country, in helping for move people them to where we want to go. And that's the same thing that would happen with civil society. That's the same thing that would happen with private sector people, such that we people them. I mean, here all day, who's our office there, they're very close to an environment where people then they make effort every day for take care of the homes them, but also for support government. Because all the trade people then they do around this PZ area, Tego, Guard Street, across this Freetown, and in other places in the country. These people don't grab from some people 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. There are people that are making effort. What they need from government now for increase that platform for them. Give them access to resources. Let what then they do so. Let it become more profitable for them. When they become more profitable for them, it makes it easier for them to take care of their families. But I tell you, in the process, government in your own resources, they also increase. Because when they measure the value of what they produce in Sierra Leone, it's the goods and the services what they produce in this country. And what in all the effort the way people to make so, they all come into that calculation of what in the size of the economy. And then people will also pay taxes to government.
Okay. So quickly, these were the words of may so rest in peace, former President Samuel Tijan Kaba. These were the words of His Excellency Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma. These were the words of His Excellency Brigadier Julius Maada Bio. What makes you an exceptional?
So I would say the people that we don't mention, so these are people where I get the highest of respect for. These are people who don't step forward and say these words.
Yeah.
And they actually delivered on a number of them, I would say, because the Sierra Leone we get today, there have been improvements which don't happen from Pakaba in term to Pakoma in term, which we can attest to. We know when Dr. Koromaka and Esbai Koromaka na power, we know the state of electricity in the country. By the time we left, this Freetown will get 24-hour light. We know the state of the road system across Sierra Leone. By the time we left, we were able to connect many districts to good road, to Guinea, to Liberia on the other side. So we see improvements that will happen. Even the current president. I am coming from the opposition. I am not somebody who will come here and tell you, don't do anything absolutely. That would not be correct. You also don't do something, even though not to waiting, we believe, say, we country for one day at this moment. Because when you look at the SLPP, the manifesto itself, there were things they say they go do, where they're not able to do it. But I am coming to this. I've held leadership positions before. And I know some problems the way leaders then they face. A leader will come and say something, but if the dependence are too much on the other people, not all leaders the way don't come start off the work of presidency with the kind of experience that I bring in governance. So when I come there, the difference is I'm coming to this point where they seek the presidency so with some good experience of how government they function and who side the bottleneck then they within government. So I can start unlocking those ones from day one. I already come with good experience of people away for partner now different institutions of government for make sure say we will do them. I already come into this now that I'm aspiring with good working knowledge of the development partners them we would only work with for help transform this country. And the private sector too. Not everybody start off in career as a president with that experience be very critical. Of course, everybody come with your own huge experience. But in this one, we at this point in time, Sierra Leone need, because the pain don't boku. Say what you may, the pain on our people has been too much. The patience not there again for we forget, like I said just now, for can begin to try this solution for us, we try this other thing, but we have to hit the ground running. And I'm coming with that difference. For able to hit the ground running.
You talk more on your developmental policy and strategical aspect. Let's come to still on some things that limits a president or a presidency. Again, because you make mention of some of the leaders they might just highlight, you get high respect for them. But one of the things we can disturb them sometimes is party allegiance instead of country allegiance. So I will rephrase again the same question. What makes you an exceptional? Let's say the All People Congress Party give you the mantle of leadership for carry the party to State House, and probably you happen for being a State House. What will make it an exceptional in your case that the APC as a party will not influence your decisions, your strategies, your developmental policies?
So the APC way Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma inherit in 2007 is a different APC from the one I hope to inherit in 2028. The times have changed. The APC has been in power through Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma in leadership and don't get to it at a certain point. Now, as we speak, the determination with the All People's Congress gets for build on that legacy and make sure say we develop this country. It's like never before. And I will tell you, as a leader of the APC, once I'm elected as flag bearer, I will work with an APC way already very, very prepared for lead the development of this country. Rather than it becoming an impediment to me, the APC would only build so over time. Now APC way ready for lead development. And you'll see we just got through with constituency elections in most of the constituencies across the country. We still get some ward elections therefore we do on Wednesday. And then once we're done with them, then they will do constituency elections for those ones. That is already a huge improvement in what you don't see. It tells you the APC is very determined for evolve. All through they would read before the complaints that we've been there. Oh, then they pick people them, then put to positions. Now it is the people themselves that are determining who becomes their leaders. Right from the ward level to constituency level to district level, to regional level, and the organs too. That is a significant improvement. It tells you the APC ready for be that democratic party who would demand for let Sierra Leone be as a democratic country. So our people make the choice. People complain, oh, even the run they will get for do. That tells you the system who they build na the party is functioning. Such that when people then feel aggrieved, they get side for go late complain. And sometimes those decisions that we don't take earlier on can be overturned. So it tells you the system is functioning. So these internal elections, so they do so at the APC, they try to demonstrate to the people of Sierra Leone that we are ready as a party to function as a democratic institution. We're ready for lead the transformation of the country. So I don't see this APC who they build so as one that will be an impediment to what they try to do. Because all of what they talk about, these are things we discuss within our own circles. These are things we all they prepare. And the vision I'm talking about, we're already discussing it within our team. When I become flag bearer, we'll sit within the APC and look at all of that personal vision, transform it into a party vision, where we now become merge them with the development aspirations of Sierra Leone as well, and begin implement that one day.
You talked about the system and you talked about not being an impediment to you, the APC as a party. But let's go now to individual characteristics as human being. We get five senses and everybody are eligible to mistakes. We are not perfect. Let's say you become a president now. And I would like to just draw a premise around my question 1 for B. Former President Kaba, when he came, we had the Sababu Education, and Alpha Wui was the Minister of Education. That particular project did not end well. It has nothing to write home about. Again, let's go to the attitude and behavioral change aspect of Sierra Leone. That particular project, they started very well with a very good initiative, but at the later part of it, we did not see the continuation of it. Coming to President Julius Maada Bio, talked about the Tomabu project, of which up till now is not a reality. Some of you know the SIAM, because people that are in charge of some of these projects, they are at the helm of affairs. Let's say, for example, with the presidency, or with the first lady, or some other aspect of the big five in a political party. So what thing will make an exceptional for you coming into the APC, not being influenced by anybody individually, but systematically?
So, two people can come together in a marriage. La put an analogy there.
Yeah.
Two very good people, a man and a woman, can come into a marriage and that marriage not work. It don't mean as individuals they are not good people.
Yeah.
But it means in that marriage, maybe those two people cannot work. I've told you before, I've worked extensively with people within the public sector. The same people when they complain about when it comes to other programs and they implement are the same people I have worked with, and we show result. It therefore do with you where they lead your understanding about what you want to achieve, but how you also approach the people the way they work with. When I engage a contractor, I keep calling contractors because governments, for much of the things that they do, and they work with the private sector for do those ones. You will engage them. Your knowledge about what if for do and how for help them for achieve that one day, it's very, very important. Otherwise, that same contractor will mess up in another project can actually do well with somebody else. I know that in Sierra Leone, yes, there are people who have been problems to the presidents the way they in this country over time. But I can also tell you that they are very, very good also in this country. People the way, not to just problem, people them. People the way where they meet up the kind of leadership way ready. I mean, there have been times where they say some people know they feel comfortable for work within the system when they work. They might even resign. If they meet up a leadership way ready for enable them, empower them for able to do their own work and do well for country, those people will do very, very well. And what you really seek for do, now for build that kind of team there. I tell you, people who come, when they work now, I'm sure you may have seen in institutions, people then can try for see the leader force how in they, what in they appease them. If they know say, oh, talk this thing, I'm going to make the leader smile, a laugh, a give what you want, that's the approach they will bring. When they see say this person is very serious in focus on results, that's how they will also respond. I intend to build that team the way I know say one is built on competence, is built on fairness, but then when we come for work together, we focus on the vision we want for deliver, and as leader, enable them, let we able deliver that result day together. Because it's also very important, not just to give people the responsibility, you the leader for able enable them, for able do that one day, by how you approach them, by the opportunity where you give them, for able deliver even on the mandate where you don't give them for work. So you don't also be the constraining force for people to know for deliver on the task them.
Okay. Continue for the way to inside the studios.
Thank you.
All right. Well, now that time for we'll take the short music break and we'll come back. We'll continue with the guests then as we don't get the next studio guest. We're in Edward Nelson Pratt, we're at the head of marketing at QC. Continue for the way to the program, Mr. Cecil. We come back to the national.
Democracy, a government of the people, by the people, for the people, Salona, we owe. a place for us to be. We are a people of love and splendor of God's beauty on our faces. Let's recall those days when men were made, and we men took pride in their full breast. We beat from the legs and hips. Bene man say, Biwa Bise. Lemba man say, Walibina. Fula man say, Tarama. Shabra man say, Babi Shekel. Kriya man say, Famuna Kushe, 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 Aduo. Yes, yes, we could all live together again as one. Politics should not be an.
Indeed, welcome back. In case you just joined with the program where you watch and listen to that the Magic Morning TV, they meet you live on Magic Television, on Channel 38, on Facebook and all other social media, and they really get you from right across the country. Don't forget to say this now 1 hour 30-minute program where they give you much more enlightenment about development, about social economical aspects of the society, about sport, politics, and boku other things that we really talk about inside the program. You can get the opportunity for sending comments, question or contribution. So the number 090 10 38 38 090 10 38 38. I want to present them Edward Nyake Toure.
And Mina Fatima say we continue with the program. So many text messages don't come inside. We go come just now and bring you the message then. But for now, let me go to another guest. And now from politics, we bring business come inside. As we usher in QCell, and we get in our studio this morning Edward Nelson Pratt, we are the head of marketing na QCell Sierra Leone. Good morning, Pratt, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Edward, are you welcome?
Yes, sorry, as usual, manager. I forget for start with Mr. So he say, but all the way he say never too late, then never. As usual, inside the Magic Morning Tea, we can always want to welcome a wonderful, superb, and magnificent guests them inside this small, humble abode. We now the Magic Television, we in the 4th floor studios of 22 Bafo Street, inside Freetown, Sierra Leone. Magic Television and entertainment, commercial, political, developmental, and so many other aspects of television. Then we yourself can get the opportunity for come do you advert, do many interesting things them inside Magic Television, as we can refer to ourselves as the Yamin Yamal inside the media world inside Sierra Leone. We all know the impact Yamin Yamal creates as young as he is. That is the impact Magic Television wants to create in the media and communication field in Sierra Leone. So you're welcome. Enjoy your stay. For Mr. Cisse, I think it's a late one, but all the way I give your indulgence for accept this one. And to Mr. Pratt, you're all welcome to Magic Television.
Thank
for
you.
the first time being in the studios with us.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Edward. Now your name take us with.
Indeed.
So, Mr. Pratt, there so this morning, tell we about QCell contribution to communication and also the products them where they get. They can tell we all now one day this morning. But before we go in there, we'll just start brief one. Waiting QCell them.
Thank you very much. And of course, as you mentioned, QCell, the fastest growing mobile operator in the country and the most affordable inside Mama Salon. So if you look the trajectory from 2019 to 2026, QCell don't stand tall and don't contribute immensely, not just to when you talk about internet connectivity, but also when you look at the usage, data penetration as well in the country. And then also don't improve the lives of each and every Sierra Leonean, because QCell no segregates. You know, we're attached to QCell na Salon Pride. So which means everybody for take ownership, young Sierra Leoneans born from the vision of a great visionary, Mohamed Jah, who also come up from Fabre College early in the 90s. He's a Gambian, but he sees himself as a Gambian Sierra Leonean. And then he sees as a way for give back to the country where he can, you know, attend. When you talk about Fabre College, the anthems of West Africa, and come up from that small Gambia. We all know the sister relationship between Gambia and Sierra Leone. And he say, when he don't, and I born entrepreneur, and he say, one begin for expand. The first sign, a reflex action, after I come back inside Sierra Leone. You get a lot of friends here. And then, of course, is so much welcome and a lot of things and the way they do. So when you say QCell from 2019, now when you talk about somebody who come as a redeemer, because when you look at also waiting students been they do the entertainment industry and then all the cost of the economic situation at the time, and when somebody come as a redeemer, I bring all the prices down, and then not just only that, but also access to cutting edge technology. And QCell also, embedding service Sierra Leone in a sense. Back then, mobile operators, then they come to the country, they get for them a free time. But QCell is not Sierra Leone. So which is why today we talk about QCell, the four corners of the country, QCell is. So in a nutshell, the small picking now, or last 7 years, everybody know QCell, say QCell na data king, QCell come for the poor, QCell not the segregate. So from a cut across, so the Makituma, the bike rider, the miner, corporates, entertainment industry, students, teachers, lecturers, everybody go able for use QCell. And if you look at some surveys now, you see somebody they even walk on the streets and then they talk on their phone with a smile. There's a high chance say that particular subscriber and a QCell subscriber. And of course, the last couple of years now we don't see there's no more flash, courtesy of QCell. So many other things then they resonate with QCell. We talk about also the internet cafes. So we see QCell, one can put you out of business, but no, it can open the space. So back then, 1 GB was not common. Students then they hear 1 GB. But I can remember in 2019, they go on the streets, they activate people in phone. So man, when you activate in phone they freeze because you never get that kind of throughput before. And 1 GB was also at a huge cost where the common man not be able to access. So back then, if you want to go do your assignment, you get for go to internet cafe rather than you go pay now 60,000 for getting an iPhone. And first off, you get for get the device, by the way, and then access to that device then will be a problem, and then also go get that cost. But then when you say before you go to internet cafe, go spend 30 minutes for enjoy with your handset, any side you're able to forget that. So QCell don't become that household name there. And now the country and QCell still stand tall, if I can answer your question.
So quick one, as you don't get a synopsis about QCell since 2019 to now, when I don't come for stay, what are the strategy they want to use for stay?
It's just basic one. We say every sector in your personal life, you just get to be transparent, high honest. So and then you come with something, say, okay, this is not what I believe in. For example, before QCell come inside the market, the story is you don't get MNOs that we don't come and go. And then you don't get also from group level waiting and believing. So we come back and say, no, Freetown is not Sierra Leone. So which is why the only mobile operator we don't switch up incites them when you not just only cover Freetown, but also the district headquarter towns. So which means Bo, Makeni, Kono, Kailan and all, on the same day, begin enjoy QCell. And then one of the things we'll say is affordability. First and foremost, you want everybody, if you talk about inclusivity, you want connectivity. There is no way you want to talk about digitalization if you not bring the badong for let people go able to get them seamlessly. So this not been the vision with QCell. And then, they just can't bring something down to subscribers. You need to get them involved. So one of the things that we've been doing now for call them come over. We get what we call them sub groups, them students, Makituman, which you would think about. An interesting one good day, we've been get a product where we call QNight. Now QNight come inside, on 2019, what do we believe in? We become we say we look at education because we look at the young people, yeah. Now education malpractice been there on a high time at the time when even not just it make it difficult for we for go to the schools to the tertiary education, for also engage them how for get a SIM card. Again, parents them. Because the head teachers them push to parents, don't give your child a smartphone or not encourage them because rather than they use the bullets, then they go and begin to use the phone for get into malpractices. So it was a challenge for me. We go inside, we see a problem, we say, let me solve them. So first up, what do? We zero rate all SIM cards. When you buy a SIM card at the time, Google, when are the most used meta search engine within the Africa tropical, that being 0. So if you want to type what is biology, as long as you go grab a QCell SIM card, you put them inside your phone, it's configured, it's a smartphone, you go able to take to the one step. Then we begin go meet teachers, lecturers, the heads of schools, engage them, say yes, then can you misuse them, but we want the students also for use this and also make them for widen the horizon. So bring them on board, then tell me what's not the thing, it was high on the other side, then get for wait stay 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. for do their assignments. then again for take from their parents the money, the cost was high. So we asked them, what you feel say you not go appreciate? Don't forget there was shift, morning shift, afternoon shift. So students say, you know what, we don't take this for we lunch, we don't take this for a bike. 1,000 euros, that was before the redenomination. And say if we're able to enjoy from 12 midnight to 7 o'clock in the morning, so that give we, a window for doing assignments and then also expanding, reorganizing, that would be bad. A product was born. Q-Night. Involve people again, being transparent, drop the prices to not just for scared people, but also at the same time we're in business, but at the same time also for cater for the people. And so we can get the market woman, possibly the selfish, possibly from the corporate world, everybody on one table. We design with products. That's not been the easiest thing for we way we do. So if you ask me, that are the strategy, and then also we will move outside Freetown. You know, Freetown, yes, we there, but we get loved ones with outside Freetown. We get we family with the outside. So go engage them again and tell them again, say now there is a new network coming. This they can bridge the gap and then also open your space. So which means if you did Makeni, if you did BN Kamakwe, you're able to get access now to the international world, then also outside Sierra Leone, but also you're able to know what's happening inside Freetown. By how? By getting this QCell SIM card and protecting the investment. What do we choose? We choose also fiber optics. Nobody talk about fiber. The government may not invest. We'll get European Union as well, don't invest into the country. The fiber cable may they lie. Where you pass my Shaka, they go, or Waterloo, they go, they see how they don't are gone. People didn't believe in the fiber. Waiting QCell say, we feel say for transport the data, it becomes more cheaper, efficient. You will get the speed double. And then when you dey probably Balamuya, the same quality of experience where you get where you didn't have freedom, now you get. So we tap into that. So it's been more money to the government at the time, also for help build infrastructure, and then for tell the government and tell the people, so we believe in bringing technology. As compared to also the microwave links will be the past. So all that we do inside the strategy with an open heart, and then also bring the subscribers on board. So if I can answer your question, now all the things then they will put together for the USA so today.
How are able to settle at this particular one where we see the other operators them get their own fixed price where they compete with, while Una still get the one where they lower?
You know, I just don't talk to. There is no way you want to talk about inclusivity. There's no way you want to say, I want everybody to get connected. And then I ace the bar up. I'm not going to forget everybody. At least I bring the bar can down to a common way. Even the students on a common man where they work for able forget. Then at the first step that for like bring everybody can together, not for segregate. So what we do, we always don't stand tall and we choose the lower cap. And we not that we choose the lower caps, you know, we just want to, but no, we want everybody for come on board. And we believe, say, when everybody come on board, the more the merrier. And then we help also for even the challenge we. Because we're not for scared for let everybody come on board. Where everybody come on board, say for example, it's been 2G, 3G, 4G, now we're talking about 5G. Now, where everybody come on board, if I can put one mast here, if I don't get more people come, I think of also how to optimize and bring another mass, correct? But if I come and make limited for come inside, then I'm not able to move. So that's now waiting don't make we don't day and the position we don't do so. We're not for be able for this so had it not been for the customers. So we believe also in the customers, where the customer tell you say, oh, you know, I know they enjoy this one again. We value that customer, they bring count bad. We try for Google get a issue and then we expand. So to answer that question, it was simple. Like I say, in the game, there's nothing that is, you know, up from the sky. All you need for to just be transparent, and this is what you believe. And I'm not afraid to say, for example, Edward, Sekwe, they get your own cup. Myself get my own cup. And never deviates from that goal. Let him go selling cup, myself can't sell me cup. And then that help her even for them move outside in comfort zone. So had it not been for all them challenges, then they will develop a lot of the products and services there. When our cutting edge, we did select today. I will give you one last one. Q Power when I with EDSA. Again, you're not shy away from problem. We see say at the time EDSA day, but then people can want get access. Always then can go to line. And sometimes even the internet service providers at the time they get the issue with some of the vendors them at the time with the event. And we look at EDSA. there is one brick and mortar office. If you want, you have to go na electricity, go buy, you top up for your house. And EDSA don't get this brilliant idea, they don't bring in prepaid meters, then they look for expand. So bring a solution. Forget about the mobile money at the time. What if we get a subscriber, we get within phone, it able for use in top up for buying meter. So you no need for able to take that risk for go. All you need for do now for go down side they sell top up, then sell the top up line phone. From the top up, it able for save up to 5 meter number line phone. So for example, over the weekend I'm in the Pujol, Samalen, for be precise. Now me meter and me house, me lights go off, the credit done. So from Samalen, I don't subscribe to Q Power. I don't buy it up, I don't get it token, I send it to the security, let the security enter. Okay. So these are all the cutting edge things where they make QCell Day, USAI QCell Day so today.
All right, we will kind of talk about more of the product and services. I see they talk about because let me now one no more Sabina, one need to use straight. Okay. So but we will kind of talk more about the other product and services. Let me go now and take some message. We don't get message them. Now today now on free the platform then. Okay. I see messenger self get message them this morning. So we go now with the message them. Me go take the WhatsApp. Edward, you go.
Yeah, I will start with the Facebook page message. This one they come out from Unisa Edri Kagbo. We say belated happy birthday, Mr. Sui Suleiman Sise, visionary servant of the people and commitment to selflessness, service, solution, and national stability. This one come out from Unisa Edikagbo. This other one come out from Cornelius Randall. We say, keep up the good work, guys. Joining you soon. I'm watching from somewhere around the world. Well, that's the only co-host we make in this program, Cornelius Randall. We say this somewhere around the world. They watch you. This other one they come out from Ali Moyua. He is worth giving a chance. With him, development and progress is certain. All the best, sir. This one they come out from Paul Kamara. They say, yes, indeed, QCell is doing a great job. This other one, they say, this one they come out from Teresa Sam Rujas. We say, the best network na Salon. Salon pride with all the reasons. This other one they come out from Mohamed Silvanos Kamara. We say, triple S put lock of best. This other one they come out from Mohamed Sisse. We say, Soyos Sulaiman Sisse is not only an opportunity for Poloko to lead, but also the source of Sierra Leone transformation and reality. This one they come out from Mohamed Sisse. This other one they come out from Alexis Bihar. We say our next president, Sui Sulaiman Sisse, you are the best among the rest. Good job, sir. This other one they come out from Alimami Abbas Kamara. We say the most impactful flag bearer for 2028. This other one they come out from Abubakar S. Sisse. We say the man with the experience to take Sierra Leone from the point to a livable, workable and affordable Sierra Leone. This is why they come out from Elder Temple. We say, Mr. Soi, what's your plan to unite the party and what makes you think the APC will give you a chance? This one they come out from Elder Temple. This one they come out from Potential Can. We say, a man and a rationale for nation building. This one they come out from Red Movement. We say, Surya Sulaiman Sisse for APC flag bearer is a godsend with vast knowledge in administration, and he is a pointer. It's other one they come out from Kamara Johnny. From Kamara Johnny say our Potloko best. For the Lamin Sisse, they say make no mistake, is one of the flag bearers that has contributed for the development of Sierra Leone. Let's give him the mantle of leadership to rule we come 2028. It's other come out from Ibrahim Karim Bangwa. We say, please sir, Mr. SSS, what is your key message to lead the APC and by extension the people of Sierra Leone? This one they come out from Upline TV. We see he knows the problem and he has the solution. Suyos Sulaiman Sisse for APC flag bearer. Make no mistake about it. We have plenty more. This other one is come out from Mohamed Silvanos Kamari. Also we see the next APC leader is a symbol of nation development. This other one they come out from Usman Sunu Sisse. We say good morning. So your Suleiman Sisse for and Magic Television. This one I come out from at the temple. We say, I'm watching from Liberia. What is your campaign message to the youth, especially in the situation where drug is the day-to-day for the country? This other one I come out from Upline TV again. We say, tell me among all those flag bearers, who has a rich, impactful, and experience in governance. So now they say, Mohammed Sise, they say, the man is indeed a blessing to our nation. May the APC make the right choice. So SSS. May the APC make the choice SSS so that our country can experience true transformation. This other one say Pafode, I will read randomly. Pafode they say Soyi Suleiman Sise continue to inspire hope through his vision for stronger APC and a better Sierra Leone. This other one they come out from Usman Suni Sise again. You say he's a truthful and hopeful son of Poloko. This other one they come out from DJ James Bond. We say what reforms will you introduce to strengthen APC as a political party? Again, James Bond they say the message of selflessness, service, and solution speaks to the need of the people. APC has the opportunity to present a vision that unites the nation through triple S. This other one is a respectful political competitor strengthens democracy. May the journey encourage unity, progress, and prosperity for APC and the nation. I'll get a lot more from James Bond. We say, what's your plan for agricultural development and food security? What's your message do you have for the APC supporters across Sierra Leone and abroad? How will you ensure peace and unity before, during, and after the APC flag bearer election? What role do you see the diaspora plays in national development? This other one they say, how will you attract investment in Sierra Leone? Why should APC delegate and member choose you as their next president? This other one they say, he is always ready. Considering the last one I would take, he say, considering what he has done so far for the people of the country in need, he hoped to do more in the level of presidency. Wow, I think see 99% of the messages them will get now for one of the studio guest winners, Soyi Suleiman Sise, now the APC flag bearer aspirant. I think I go take one in a week.
Okay, now we WhatsApp line this morning. They start with Bendu. He say it is text with from Kenema. He say good morning. Kindly ask the man from QCell to give proper direction as to when and how to fix issues that has to do with modem. This other one way I would take from Senzo. Senzo they say congratulations to the All People's Congress for their elections over the weekend. My question to Mr. Sisi, what is your relationship with the other flag bearer aspirants? This other one we don't come inside. I dey pick the one that we na question. This other one we don't come inside the program. They say kudos to him and to the entire APC. So many flag bearer aspirants, and most of them are very good speakers. I hope the chosen one will be a very instrumental leader that all Sierra Leoneans could benefit from. This other one from Magdalene, they say thank you so much for bringing them on board. Indeed, we need most of them now to come out and speak, and we are expecting all those messages to be catalogued and see how they could implement them after the election. Bravo to you, and I hope the best will will be chosen. Alright, this other one we don't come inside the program. They say indeed QCell is doing extremely well, and I wonder what the magic they are playing in terms of continuous work, especially in the provinces. Most of us in the provinces are using either QCell or AfriCell as our internet base. It come out from Alfred Nakono. This other one way I would take that the program they say QCell SIM is now a problem unless you have your registration card or ID card before you can do replacement. Can you mobile operators please communicate with the government to see how they can help in that particular direction? Most of us still have our voters ID cards, and now they are rejecting them. This other one we don't come inside the program. They say the flag bearers are doing extremely well, but I want to encourage you all to kindly vote for Mr. Sisi for the next flag bearer for the All People's Congress APC party. This other one from Bintu. Bintu, they say, Mr. Sise, you are doing extremely well, and again, I want to know exactly what you will do different if you are the president of Sierra Leone. Being a political being is different from what you are doing already. You have highlighted so many of your achievements, and I pray you will give more to the ordinary citizens if you happen to be the next president. Um, this
Get
last
more
one,
Marvin.
I will take this last one, then we will come to we guess them for response. This last one, they say, now we are done with the All People's Congress constituency election. What next for the party in terms of the convention? Are we still having the convention in August? It come out from June. I think then question message and they don't do for now. We dey come to we guess them for respond, and from there we will continue the program. Let's start with QC. Yes, Flat.
Yes, ma. So, thank you so much. I see a lot
Main
of
with the actual side for
Yep.
fix.
the
Main
modem.
from Kenema, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So of course, if you day within Hangar Road, you go between the banks them on your right, number one, and then you go to our QCell office with points of sales daily. But of course, we get a modem when our 850, the small one we use, it's mobile enough, and then we get the indoor router when our 1000. So if not the modem, I mean we it able for move around with. One of the common thing we then always get now for reset them. So if now for reset them, you're not able for do you can go to the office and get help for resetter. You remove the cover, and then they can reset them for you. QCell gets we offices in Hangar Road, number one, as you turn from the roundabout, Dong, and then opposite Maxwell Kobe, and then you see on your right, just sandwich between the Bank of Sierra
One
Leone.
popular radio station
You
on
get,
that side, they say.
of course, you go able to get QCell office. And I think the other caller again, they talk about waiting week, corner, and
ID card.
we ID card. Well,
For replacement.
yes, so QCell done the advocate for the QCell done the advocate also for the citizens as well. But again, QCell are a law-abiding company, so we get a mandate from NATCA. We they work hand in hand with NATCA with the authority, and then also with NCRA. Now, when you get this mandate, say the only way you able for replace a SIM or for onboard a customer, the customer therefore provide a valid national identification number or a valid ID card with the NIN. And we say we get also go put that out, and then we follow through the letter. However, in some cases when are outside, in some places where NCRA, came available, we always did try for mediate between the customer and also that of NCRA, and then also with the local authorities. Maybe you go get somebody, we go stand, get some paper with the chief, so we go able for certify, say yes, I get you. But also NCRA done they work hand in hand as well with the regulator. For going at them places, then they had to reach areas them where people are not be able to obtain the national identification number. But and so you within our corner, we're not able to do anything. We will continue for the advocates for but of course, if you get somebody in a Tonga, you're able for Kando, I'm fine. Or also you can go to NCRA office, and then you go once you obtain the NIN, and then QCell go able for do your replacements for you, or QCell you go able for get a QCell SIM card. We need to sell SIM card in our streets again. And we want to also follow the letter. You get for move to any of our points of sales, and you get for buy this QCell SIM card from somebody either we dealer or inside we shop. And they buy SIM card within our streets, even for your own security, even for national security, because that SIM card will get a high tendency and go down register to somebody we know to you. And then you begin, go into some issues on identity theft and all these things. And one for good, so that may make we enforce the SIM registration. You go with a valid ID card, or you take your loved one valid ID card can register up to 3 SIM card, but you get for providing NIN. And then if you're not able for providing NIN, and then unfortunately we're not able for you. In the case of replacements, there are some other things we can ask for. Frequent call numbers. If now you been get the SIM card, you don't provide the NIN, and then frequent call numbers, and then we can look the name for the we've already registered our name there before, so that SIM card day. Then the customer care agents then go able for do the replacements for you. But if you're not able to meet all that, unfortunately, we'll not be able to.
All right, Aziz Sise from Bo, they say, can you please explain further as to how to do self-registration for Q Money?
So what you need to do is we get so many layers. Q Money, by the way, now the financial arm of QCell, and then so of course the fastest growing mobile. We need to talk about fintech now and on the go. You do get the call to action button when I *323#. And then if not the very first time when you dial the *323, you see a pop-up window where they ask you for enter your PIN, and then you enter your PIN, you do enter your name and then address and then enter your PIN. And then it asks for your NIN as well. You're able to enter the valid NIN and then it onboard you. However, if you still get doubt in that, you can branch go to any of QCell's outlets across the country, and then you go get with diligent customer care agents. They will always there for assist them in the onboarding process.
All right, so what we go do before Mr. Pratt go? He go explain the process back because I don't see 3 messages where they ask for the same thing.
Yeah.
So before it go, now it will be a last message for the program this morning.
Okay.
We come over to Mr. Sise. Mr. Sise.
You get a huge chunk of messages already way they inside the inbox for you, both now the Facebook page and other social media handle them. One of the things that I'm very specific about what I want to make you answer to is how we go able to bring unity and peace within the APC party, and say in the area of investment, how we will bring in kind inside Sierra Leone, and plenty other the way I think so you take note of.
Yes, I try to take note of a number of them, and I'm really happy that people then they take interest in political discussions.
Yeah.
And I think say that are one of the things we follow. The people of Sierra Leone for realize say what we get in Sierra Leone, the resources we get in Sierra Leone, now we all get them. And we have to have a keen interest in how those resources are utilized. And it will start with the government will form. Let we interest not just start for go vote. So that make we they encourage the discussion there for the go on, and we thank institutions like yours, Magic TV, for providing the opportunity for let people them they interact with we really aspire for lead. A number of questions, like you say, a number of them relate to the APC, the plan waiting for Unite the Party, the message to the APC nationwide, the relationship with other flag bearer aspirants. Most of the aspirants, them are good speakers. Those are very important questions. But I will say from the outset that when we talk about uniting the party, everybody can say it. Anybody we talk with will say, oh, we will unite the party. But uniting a party, or this country eventually, we are also part of the keen interest. You know they achieve them by just saying it. How you conduct yourself as a leader, very, very important. Because within a party like an APC, the APC will big so. Even you, the national leader, not for aim for be that person, they are the sole person we all man like, all man support. As I'm running my flag bearer campaign, I realize that people that within the APC, they support other people. There are others who are supporting me. But for me, I still get an interest in uniting the party around a common APC cause. So such that when I approach people, I tell them, what you really try for offer, now for make sure that we operate a party where people in the feel hard. People in the feel see we get in own views, you want to express them on how he thinks in the party for all, you get the platform for able to do it. People that for able feel say when APC they administer their own rules and regulations, then they able to administer them as a party fairly across all members of the party. Whether you agree with one leader or the other, it's immaterial. If we apply the rules, let's apply them fairly. That's how you get people together. But if you begin then they see say you are applying rules with one faction, you apply other rules with another faction, you lose the unity there. So it's not just a matter of pronouncing it. And that's why I will even go on to read this talk about my message to the party nationwide. I will start tying it to that unity we will talk about. We just don't go through two very important elections, the ward elections and the constituency elections. And the unity of the party will begin right now. Not to the time where we elect a flag bearer aspirant or a flag bearer for the party. Now it is start. It's the culture we will institute na the party now, na it will survive we up to that time for the convention and after. If we now begin, and I see this happening, we will get the ward election, I say I have, we will get the constituency election. I am aspiring to lead the party. One of the things we will not for do, now for even own, personalize the elections that we just don't happen. These elections for ward and constituencies are elections that are meant for put people them in positions when they get for lead the affairs of the APC. We should not be looking at them as supporters of one flag bearer aspirant or another. So that I make in we team, we decide to be very disciplined, right from the ward elections to the constituency elections. We tell ourselves, say, we will not join that bandwagon for begin say, oh, we don't get 55% of the delegates them, oh, we don't get 80% of the winning. No. We believe that we conduct now during the flag bearer race will contribute to how we get for can handle this party tomorrow. Because when somebody win na Kailan, for instance, and as an aspirant I begin here and say that person you win at this other candidate now day for, now then the division they begin. And if I'm intent to unite the party like I want to, I look at everybody we run in the elections there. The one that we win, oh, the one that we lost, oh. And I want to start by congratulating the one that we win across the country, but for also give courage to the one that we not win the elections, for no say we all win in the process. It's the same party we're trying to build a system for. But for let we no say, these elections that have been done, they are not elections done on flag bearers. Flag bearer named the not day. Now executive them we elect. And when you look at the APC constitution, it has specific responsibilities where the executive they will elect, so from the ward level to the constituency level are expected to perform. And at day we can miss them. That's why some of us who are aspiring to lead are emphasizing this. Leadership is not about positions. It should be about the responsibility whether they put on you for that position they will hold. And at that one they encourage the leadership of the party, let they encourage you people the way who don't put to position so that the constituency and the ward them. For no say as chairman, when you are there, if you are talking about the unity of the APC, it's not limited to just flag bearer aspirants. Now how you the chairman of that constituency conduct yourself for make sure say you pull the party together now that your own constituency. Would that be support you? Would that not be support you? Would that deal with you flag bearer aspirant where you let go? The one will not deal with that flag bearer aspirant. You have to make sure you get that party united at that level. Because then people that you also get for work with when the party work come. When we want to mobilize people for go register, those are the people where you as chairman or chair lady organizing secretary at the constituency get for pull together. Right through the work of the party, up to the table they campaign for the presidency, and up to the table come into governance. So that for me is one of the ways. The APC should not be looked at as an electioneering machine only. No. This is a huge institution where would they build leaders then we get for can serve this country when we come into governance. And then how we conduct ourselves now, very, very important. And you mentioned, somebody asked for what will be the key message to Sierra Leone. This is one of the very important questions that will come up. And the key message is simple. Now that we country, Sierra Leone can work better than it work now. I can give that assurance. We have the resources. We get the resources, including the most important resource, We're not the motorman. We have them. It's about how we pull them together and focus those resources towards the common goal of making this country better than it is now. And as an aspiring leader, like I said just now, I come with sufficient experience for able to pull resources together. I don't sit down and allocate national resources before, whilst I was in the Ministry of Finance. I don't get experience for look at the problems that people in the face and turn them into policies for government, but pull them from policies to delivering them on the ground practically for produce results. That is what we need, and that is something I can offer. So, me, I don't want to let the people of Sierra Leone feedback. We are in a bad state now, but we can come out of it depending on the readiness as a people. We will start with the choices they will make. And I make when somebody say, everybody when they aspire for the flag bearer, but of them they speak, they say, talk fine. I challenge my people of Sierra Leone that this time, the people for look beyond the Sabi talk where the flag bearer Sabi talk. Therefore look beyond the Sabi dance where the flag bearer Sabi dance. Therefore look beyond the crowd we able pull. And focus on the fact say when we want a leader in the country, we want somebody we go able to help for solve the problem they will face. Because we can dance behind leaders, I will be dancing behind leaders all this while. If the leader that will dance behind not able to solve the problem then we come back to square zero. So that is what we have to change. So it's not how the people then just come. Let we people of Sierra Leone get to the practice of checking on people where they say they want to lead them. And I think when we started, you say you do some background check on me.
Yeah.
I've been encouraging people everywhere I go. Do your background check on the people the way they aspire for lead. And look beyond what they say today. Go back and trace the record over the years. If now way I say I want for come be a leader of the APC or a leader of the country, now the term I can't talk to people fine. Now the term I will come buy water, I give people. Now the term I will come say I'm the best of the people. And then will not fall for that. You are falling for a trap we can get you back to the same situation and they will go back. Let us as a people go further than that. Look at the track record of we all where they come also, including myself. And convince yourself say yes, this person get the track record. It don't show say if na person don't work in a government before, when he been get this responsibility under government, he able to deliver this result. Or if na private person, na private business if they do. What he be don't do in the business, we able show say he get that capacity for able to put resources together and develop Sierra Leone. Those are the things where we as a people for be very deliberate this time. And I've done it in other media houses. I'll do it with you as well today. I dey challenge una na magic for make sure say una drill, go down, engage people because people that depend on una. Una in the media now, they create these platforms so people are able to reach out to thousands of people or maybe millions of people. That power they wanna get, una able to use them for help change Sierra Leone. Maybe what I mentioned just the way they talk about the contribution to education. The education are one thing we all not for happy about in Sierra Leone. It's in a very bad state. Anybody can tell you otherwise. Yes, over the years, we've had a large increase in enrollment. But people don't know they go to school. The education system not they function for just take in the kingdom. They function for able to develop the people them we get for come better themselves and contribute to the betterment of the country as well. If our educational system not able to produce that quality, then we are failing as a nation. And those are things where we get for really serious for attack. Because it's a waste for let the kingdom spend years going through school, going through university, and then when you come out, he struggle for get job because he not get the skills the way the market need. It's a waste of time. And a waste of the precious resource where the country get, when are the human resource.
So the message to the young people that somebody said it,
Yeah.
asked that question. The message to the young people then are that I have seen you. I have worked with young people over my work life. Some of the way they in business who help transform to profitable businesses. I know, I can tell you for sure that the young people they waiting in salon, not so lazy than lazy. It's for lack of opportunities where government not able to provide for them. Now I make they see them at the circumstance where they happen to today. And if you want to deny me, go out into the streets and see how many of them on their own don't take up on themselves for set up businesses. Just here, near outside on a studio dinner. How many of them they ride Okada for themselves? When I engaged the Bike Riders Association, they were telling me they had over 38,000 members just in the western area, this part. And Sierra Leone is more than 100,000. These are young people on their own taking up the responsibility for themselves, for taking care of themselves. What government now needs to do, now for can put hand under them. Create schemes for make sure say a young man no will continue for the ride back for 5 years, 10 years for person. Let opportunity they let him able take that bike there on a loan, he able work and pay for them. They can all come together, set up businesses for maintain their own bike there. This is something they can do. Government can create that opportunity for them. The same way government will do that for the woman. So for the young people, where we see in Salon, I'm assuring you that with me as leader, we're not going to continue for putting in this position for young people there for wait for politicians who can't help them. We will create the opportunities for the young people as then they get to the age, then they see those opportunities where they can go tap in by their own preparedness. I mean, when you talk about QCell now, I mean, ICT these days is huge. People then they create contents in other countries. We'll not be there, we won't tell them. But now the young people have access to these phones and they can do anything unimaginable. But when the opportunities are not available, and we know they build that system for able to make sure say that effort with the young people that they put on par, as a government we can expand it, make them easy for them, for let the life they're able to thrive, then the country will be failing. And some of us are determined to make that kind of change. And finally, we talk about attracting investment. For me, tied to the economy. Because if we want to make this economy buoyant, there are things they will need for fix. And they're all tied to how now we attract investment, both local and foreign. If we continue to manage the economy the way we are doing, such that everybody knows that we know the manager well, would they go put hand panting them and put government commitments the way far higher than what we will afford as a country, and make the debt burden so high on the country, it affects a lot of things. So people who can invest in the country cannot invest because governments, they crowd them out of capital or credit in the country. So if you get a beautiful business idea, you cannot go to the bank now and go take credit because governments, they compete with you and pay high interest rates and you don't have access to it. And government, they toss and toss and toss. As we did now, what do they take for service with that every year? It's enough for finance with expenditure for education and health. A country should not run like that. And when you not able to manage the economy that kind of way, they give confidence in business people for one for invest. So they are all linked. But beyond that, an investor will be sure that this is a country where it's easy for you to plan for tomorrow. If you cannot plan for tomorrow because the inflation go dey jump like that, then no investor go out for putting and decide it. Because some investments are long term. You know they invest today and begin get returns today. So when you plan, you look at that country, how stable they, how stable the macroeconomic variables then they. Such that if I can't put my money there for an investment where they will give me results only after 5 years, does it make sense to do that?
So, with your economic background, what it mean for give more space or more platform to one investor against the other. And if you happen for be the flag bearer, and fortunately be the president, how you will able for manage this particular situation where Salon don't day into for quite some time now?
I will tell you, it's a big mistake.
Okay.
It's a big mistake. And what are the interests where the people that we get in government they get in that day? Now they know what's not the vested interest there. But our country should operate such that any investor will get a brilliant business case for kind of invest in our country, or the one that we the local one we also will invest should have that platform to invest, such that we rules them very predictable. You can sit in the comfort of your office, you determine if I can't put me money on this business, say in mining or in agriculture or in tourism, waiting at the laws them, the rules they were there for satisfy. They are very clear. You sit and you get them like it's done in other places. Not to pass somebody can hold you on, like go introduce you first to this minister, or like go introduce you to president before you can take that decision. No, you should be able to sit, do your own calculations of what you get for expense, and do your calculations on the returns what you expect of that investment. When you do them that way, you open them up, the country benefits more. When you tie onto one person, then everybody knows that it's not competitive enough. We're not competitive enough. The outcomes, no, they be the best.
All right, Mr. Assiste. We will continue for bringing more na resource. It gets so much. I don't know if in a political resource, economic or generally development. Let me bring in QCell again as we refer for round up. I see this question they come in. We get for do it 4G and internet facility.
Okay.
Waiting at the connection because they try to explain say for the region or for the provinces why more people they use QCell internet now because of the 4G phone name.
Yeah.
So waiting at the connection.
So thank you very much. I mean, you know, I've been telling you earlier on that one of the things that we do, you just get to be transparent and bring you customers and come on board, not scared about anything. It's a technological advancement. So start with 2G, 3G, 4G, and then now we'll talk about 5G. 5G, we not launch it. We'll just get them in few locations within the city, and then we do a lot of tests. 4G, we see we don't increase we footprints outside Freetown. So which means I go like for those and our customer today. But of course, Kono, you know, Bo, Makeni, you know, up to Kailaun, even Bien, Boidu, even as far as Koindu, people enjoy 4G now. So 4G now, a fourth generation technology, but of course it opens space. It's just like when I came before they explain, so you get 2 lanes, then probably you get 4 lanes. And then, which is why we believe in the people, we say, okay, not to just Freetown, we don't want to segregate, not to just pass you can inside Freetown, and therefore enjoy better service. So with QCell, when you then at Gendema, at the border, or 2 miles inside Liberia, or you when I go water side, or you go even, you cross Balamoya, go inside Guinea, you enjoy 4G network. And the same way if you move, you know, from go inside Makeni, you move, and then you begin with Binkolo, you know, Kalangba, Kamalu, and up to Kamakwi. We begin with 3G technology there, where people indeed they not believe whether they watch football, live matches, YouTube, without any other buffer. Then once we begin grow with subscribers, even Kabbalah, even on top of one of the highest mountains, the Warawara, as well, and where December we can go, they go celebrate with people. The only mobile operator where they go do, you know, no need for scared. Somebody they talk about the MiFi, you they right on top of that hill, one of the highest mountains in the inside Kabbalah, you enjoy 4th generation technology. That they tell you how QCell they challenge itself, and then also by bringing the customers there on board. So if this customer they talk about the 4G, now that I mean with 4G they enjoy better speed. It's not all about fastest, but what can you do with 4G technology? So you go able to move around in town, and then you go able to respond to messages them promptly. You go able to get good video quality. You go able to do a lot of video calls, upload, download, watch YouTube. And then so many things that they go able to connect. Even when they see some people up the provinces, their phone, they become hotspots for the entire family members.
Right.
So these are all the things that you can do.
We don't know when we will forget you back, but before maybe we'll get you after the Premier League. So this person they say waiting at the preparation for the Premier League.
So of course, you know, QCell, it's just like waiting, we just don't conclude a fabulous World Cup, and QCell contribution as well to football loving fans. Now for also give them access, particularly so when you look at World Cup where most of the matches were played overnight, and then also waiting at the access. Not to forgo on side where they tell you say, you buy this, it expire in 2 hours. Now, or you buy this, they expire in an hour. A football match, they last 90 minutes. So what did QCell do? QCell been bring, give opportunity to football loving fans for enjoy full 90 minutes by watching live streams through HD. And when you do it through HD, 1 GB at 5 Leon through the QCell SL app. And then if you do the second buy within the day, now at 2.5. So QCell will make a lot of, been give the access to a lot of football fans for watch the World Cup. And now the World Cup don't come to a close. We get also probably the next month, they bring all the big leagues them across the world, the Bundesliga, the English Premier League, the Spanish La Liga, the French Cup. QCell gets something where QCell don't they cook for a lot of subscribers. And I encourage them for stay locked let them keep them SIM on their phone. Within the not too distant future, something big they come for them.
All right, so we round up the program there. I see message that we get for the QCell or Q Money app, loan services and other one. So what we go do? We go can get an interview that we go upload on our YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah.
For una we still want get more information about QCell services. So we go can do that interview there and upload them now with different platform them, but for now
before we end, I get some few messages we become want for the so we say just in 30 seconds putting it all into nutshell: human capacity development, energy, then if you become a president of Sierra Leone, sir, with all due respect, I give you indulgence 30 seconds how we go try for manage them two situation in the human capital development and energy. 30 seconds.
So in 30 seconds, I would say we'll be more sincere to any plan where we see we get for implement them to completion. For make sure say when we talk about human capital development, it's about developing the motor man, forget that skills. It's not just the education. Forget the skills for able better himself and better the country. And for energy, we don't do the term for look beyond energy for just light power with homestead. We should focus on getting that energy with the able to transform with the power in development. Okay. And that is the focus that we have to take.
Okay, plenty thank you. Thank you very much guys for having you inside the studios today. I mean Soy Suleiman Sise, with a development expert, a policy strategist expert, and also the team up for the flag bearer aspirant now the All People Congress Party for making yourself available and for that very good public education into how you plan for expand Sierra Leone if you become the president of Sierra Leone, and also to namesake Edward Pratt, when at the head of marketing inside QCell Sierra Leone, for that very good enlightenment there. And as me co-presenter say, we'll get an interview because of time on other development things them way QCell do inside the program. Well, I think say the Monday edition for the Magic Morning Tea. And so we go left it for today. Plenty thank you to you. Take it time for send comment, question, contribution to things that we will discuss inside the program to you. The messages them will not able for read. We sorry as soon as if important to you. Plenty thank you to reviewers them now with channel 38 channel right across the country. Maybe they watch you. Me now one by presenter them for today. Me name na Edward Nyake today.
And don't forget, say Magic TV news will come to you at exactly 7 p.m. 3 o'clock you will get news around Africa, and of course newspaper review they come up at exactly 1, and news brief at 12 midday. So tomorrow another edition of the program Magic Morning Tea will come back to you. Mina Fatima Sisili Sitata, and get yourself a lovely week.
Back home, if I'm with them, the same old system and the same problem.
Welcome to Magic Morning Tea. Magic Morning Tea is the best for brightening your day. Our dedicated team are always set and ready to bring you impactful information to magically brighten up your day. Magic Morning Tea will bring you information on tourism, culture, gender, politics, sports, disability, and many more.